Hello, Internet. This is HyperSonicSpeedGrov, the Grov as in the Pokémon Grovyle, and this is episode 12 of my EarthBound Let's Play. In the last episode, we got Jeff to rescue Ness and Paula, and had Apple Kid give us the zombie paper to get rid of the zombies in Threed, and now we can go to the upper passageway in Threed. But first, we have some business to attend to. Firstly, I'm going to buy some vials of serum. These will cure poison, which certain enemies can give us in the next area, and I'm going to buy 2 just in case, because you can never be too safe with a deadly status effect like poison. Next, I'm going to deposit 3 things in Escargot Express: the backstage pass, the pack of bubblegum, and the bad key machine, because we won't be needing those. And it's always good to free up your inventory. So, those things are going with that guy. Now, since everyone's healed, I think I'm ready to go. I'm going to try to avoid some enemies by hiding behind these graves, just in case any no-good flies want to battle and waste our time. I'm going to try to go off screen and get them to disappear, because I did see some flies up there, which I would really rather not fight right now. Heading down this ladder, we're put in these tunnels with these stairs. There can either be a lot of enemies in these, or not very many, so we'll see once I head through this door. And wow, a completely empty room. I don't think I've ever seen this room completely empty. If you look in this casket, ta-da! You can get a skip sandwich deluxe, and I don't know who died with a skip sandwich, but it doesn't seem all that appetizing to me. Normally that room is filled with enemies like urban zombies and zombie dogs, but I'll take it. If we don't have to fight that much, yeah, I'm perfectly fine with that. Ta-da! There's a silver bracelet in here, which I'm going to give to Ness. I could give it to Jeff because he has the lowest defense, but I also want Ness's defense to be really high, so that's why I'll give that to him, and everyone else has copper bracelets. Not having to fight zombie dogs does mean that those serums I bought were a waste, but I think it's worth it because we don't have to fight that many enemies. I'm going to get rid of this zombie possessor first because it will summon more enemies, and I do not want that, but I will use fire on that urban zombie to deal a bit of damage. I could have ran away, but since it's a surprise opening attack, I feel like I'm very unlikely to take that much damage, only 25. So I might as well get some experience, especially considering there were basically no enemies in the prior couple rooms. Now heading up these stairs into the next hallway, there will be a zombie possessor. Oh, 2 of them, that's not very good. There will be 2 zombie possessors, but there's also going to be a boss, which is what I was going to say. Ness's body solidified, and now he's able to move, kind of underwhelming, but that's fine, as long as, now Jeff's body is solidified. Oh, now Ness's body. Everyone's body is solidified, except for Paula, and now everyone's able to move. I have a feeling that Paula is going to be able to take out this second zombie possessor all on her own. The first one is down, and now hopefully no one can get solidified, and good thing nobody came when he called for help. That would have been annoying. But now we can take the experience, and Paul's level is now 17. Guts went up by 1, maximum HP went up by 1, maximum PP went up by 1. And Jeff's level is now 15. Offense went up by 1, defense went up by 1, speed went up by 1, guts went up by 1, luck went up by 1, maximum HP went up by 3. And here, if you aren't prepared to fight, I wouldn't recommend getting any closer, but once you get to the top of these stairs... Gyork, since you had Fly Honey, I considered you a friend, but actually you're just a commoner. I am the mortal enemy of your kind. The mini-barf attacked, but don't worry, it's more of a mini-boss than anything. It only has around 600 HP, and it doesn't really deal that much damage. It can spit out a sticky mucus, which can make you unable to move, and I recommend bashing in the beginning of the fight because it can make you start crying and miss most of your attacks, which is annoying. But Ness will deal good damage to it, and it's weak to fire, so if you have it PP with Paula, I'd recommend using that. And you are going to be missing a lot of your attacks, but I'd recommend trying to save your PP, not using all of it, for reasons we'll see later. And if you have an extra bottle rocket or 2, You could use them with Jeff, but I don't normally. So I'm gonna actually heal Jeff because he took a bit of damage, and I'll bash with Paula. This boss fight can take a while, but I think it's better to just bash or shoot, because he doesn't have that much health and he'll go down eventually. And oh, Paula survived on 1 health. So I said he didn't deal that much damage, and evidently he doesn't, because he hasn't knocked out any of our party members yet. So we can just keep bashing and whittling down at his health. We'll get rid of him eventually, and he is dealing quite a bit of damage. I might start using Rockin'. I'm a little worried. I doubt we'll lose, but now that it's dealing like 50 damage, I was not expecting that. I'm getting a little worried, so Rockin' can't hurt, and I'll keep using fire. Hopefully it doesn't hit Jeff, but oh, okay, it's defeated. See, wasn't anything to worry about. Ness and his friends gained 2,507 experience each. Jeff's level is now 16. Oh baby, offense went up by 3, defense went up by 1, IQ went up by 2, luck went up by 1, maximum HP went up by 2. Jeff's level is now 17, speed went up by 1, maximum HP went up by 2. I wanted to get your fly honey and gulp it down. Master Belch and I love fly honey. Georg, Georg. And he's gone. Now, I'm glad that Jeff got a IQ bonus of 2, because we want Jeff's IQ to be very high so he can fix things. And I could have healed at the 3 hotel and slept overnight to get Jeff to fix some things, but it would have only been a 25% chance, so I figured it's best to wait for later. You must have a long, tough road ahead of you, do you not? No, there is no need to explain. I already know, you must be hungry. This is good timing for you. I happen to be carrying something to eat. What would you like? I'm going to get some calorie sticks. They're basically the same thing as croissants, both heal about 60 health. I'll get 2, and that's why I actually brought some extra money, and I guess I'll get a croissant as well. Don't want to buy anything else, and if you want to fully recover, there's a village full of interesting people just ahead. Go there and take a good rest. I've heard that the name of this village is Saturn Valley, but it cannot be found on any map. I enjoy helping those who are in trouble, though I charge them for my trouble. Now, I'm trying to save PP with Ness, just in case we need to use Rockin', so I'm going to use the croissant to heal up. And plus, they're pretty cheap and heal quite a bit of health, so I think it's worth it. I'm also going to give this serum to Paula, because she has the least stuff in her inventory. Jeff can take this calorie stick to eat, and we're basically just going to try to heal as much as we can, because there are some difficult enemies coming up, but I don't think Paula needs to heal. And no, Jeff hit 100 health. We can also go up and down here, and sometimes a magic butterfly will spawn, which is useful, and maybe I shouldn't have eaten all that food. But magic butterfly, pretty useful, and I guess I really didn't need to buy that calorie stick and that croissant then. But heading north, oh, and another magic butterfly, who needs help? Alright, I will use life up with Ness. And now everyone's health is maxed out. I really didn't need to buy that food, because 2 magic butterflies. But that's all fine, and ooh, new enemies, okay. So there are 3 new enemies here, and there's another one, but I'll explain them in order. The red Antoids are probably the most dangerous, because they can deal quite a bit of damage, and they can call for help, they can use defense down. We don't like these red Antoids. The farm zombie is basically as similar to the urban zombie. He can give you a cold, and you can just burn or bash him. The armored frog has incredibly high defense, so you're going to want to use freeze, and it'll also try to drain your PP. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use Rockin', and I'm going to use... Oh, I know. I'll freeze the frog, and I will use the insecticide spray with Jeff to try to get rid of those Antoids, because they are quite dangerous. And ooh, the armored frog's body solidified. And as you can see, it's very useful with the red Antoids because they deal quite a bit of damage. And this Rockin' should take out the frog. So now all we have to do is get rid of the farm zombie, who's the least dangerous of the 3. Although he can give you a cold, but if he just starts laughing, that's fine. Ness's friends gained 1,539 experience. Ness's level is now 22. Offense went up by 1, maximum HP went up by 3, maximum PP went up by 2. Ooh, and he realized the power of Rockin' Beta. And Paul's level is now 18. Offense went up by 1, IQ went up by 1, maximum HP went up by 3, maximum PP went up by 4. So, Rockin' Beta, it costs 14 PP and deals 180 damage. Rockin' Beta is really good. I'm glad we have that, and in this present, we can get a bomb, which I'm promptly going to drop because I don't like the bomb. I'm also going to have Ness have this skip sandwich because it'll actually heal him pretty much up to full, not exactly, but... and it'll help us walk a little faster. Red Antoids. I don't like red Antoids. I am going to use the insecticide spray, that second one we have, and ooh, smash against the farm zombie. Didn't get rid of him though. Hopefully Jeff outspeeds the rest of those ants, because I would really like to use the insecticide spray. Alright, there we go. It didn't kill any of them. Okay, then yeah, that's fine. We can bash. We can just bash them. That's okay. Oh no, it missed. Okay. Hopefully Jeff doesn't get hit too many times, because that would be bad. That would... Okay, thank goodness. Jeff is not going to die, and I'm going to use, actually, Life Up on Jeff, because he's at such a low health. Hopefully Paula can get rid of the Antoids, which she did, which means we're safe, and we're able to fight another day. Jeff's level is now 18. Offense went up by 1, defense went up by 1, guts went up by 1, vitality went up by 1, IQ went up by 1, maximum HP went up by 5. Now we need all the IQ we can get, so that's pretty good. Heading further north, we can eventually come across another present, which contains a protein drink. This protein drink will recover, I believe it's 80 HP? Yes, it is 80 HP. So, in this cave, that's the correct way to go to progress the story, but I also want to explore up north. We'll do it later, but still. This is bad. That enemy is a plain crocodile, which we do not like to see. It hits really hard, and I'm going to use Freeze Beta to try to get rid of it before it can attack. That's what I'd recommend doing if I were you, and as you can see, it became tame pretty quickly once we used Freeze Beta. And Paula caught a cold, that's nothing to worry about. I'm actually not gonna heal her until the zombie's done, because I don't want it to give her another cold. That would be annoying, but luckily it didn't, and I probably wouldn't have been able to use healing anyways, considering Paula beat that zombie in one hit. So Paula can get over the cold. And just checking my stats, I would like to see... Okay, Jeff is as fast as Ness is. I know he's going to overtake Ness eventually, but I was wondering if he was as fast as Ness yet. Which he is. And since that plain crocodile did not catch up to us when the farm zombie attacked us, I think we should be able to... Ooh, smash! We should be able to avoid this plain crocodile, at least going up. We're gonna have to come back down because we're kind of going the wrong way, but yes, we did sidestep it. Here is what I wanted, to get a picture opportunity, and we'll be coming back here like I said, but still. Pictures taken instantaneously. I'm a photographic genius if I do say so myself. Okay, get ready for an instant memory. Look at the camera. Ready? Say Fuzzy Pickles. Wow, what a great photograph. It will always bring back the fondest of memories. And now I guess we have to fight that plain crocodile, but I just wanted to get that picture now so I don't forget it. Well, I guess I couldn't forget it later. I just wanted to get the picture, to get it over with, and show that that's where the Grapefruit Falls ends, because that's the area we're in, Grapefruit Falls. Plain crocodile got solidified body, so we're fine. We didn't even have to use Freeze Beta. So, as long as you take care of it fast, it's not that bad. Paul's level is now 19. Offense went up by 1, speed went up by 1, guts went up by 1, maximum HP went up by 1. Paul realized the power of Fire Beta, and Jeff's level is now 19. Guts went up by 1, luck went up by 1, maximum HP went up by 3. Unfortunately, no IQ. And, oh, 2 armored frogs. This is actually a good opportunity to use Fire Beta, because farm zombies are weak to fire, and these frogs have incredible defense, so probably won't be best to bash them. And as you can see, it does quite a bit of damage, but it is expensive at 12 PP. And just to... Oh, it made something spin around. And as you can see, Jeff only did 4 damage to it, so it's best to use Freeze or Fire or Rockin' if you don't have any PP with Paula, but just Freeze Alpha will get rid of them. And Ness misses home. Okay, so Ness is homesick. It popped up in episode 8, and I didn't really explain it to the best of my ability. Basically, from level, I believe it's 16 onwards, Ness can get homesick, and it's a random chance after every battle. I believe it's 3 in 128 until you get to level 30, and then from levels 31 onwards up to like level 70 something, it's a 1 in 128 chance. And basically Ness will waste turns until you call your mom, or talk to her in person as well. And as you can see, in this cave, the music has changed. I'm going to use Life Up now because if I tried to do it in battle, Ness probably wouldn't listen to me anyways. And we have one more enemy to talk about. These guys are violent roaches, and they only appear in this tunnel, and they're really not dangerous. They can attack, which doesn't deal much damage, and smash! They can make you solidify your body, which really doesn't do much. You can just bash them and get rid of them. I wouldn't recommend using PSI against them. They're really not a threat. In this little subsection of the cave, we can get a bottle rocket, which is useful. I'd always like to see that. Bottle rocket for Jeff is really good, but again, don't use it against a violent roach. They're really weak. Violent roaches aren't going to deal much damage to you at all, so I say just bash them. They can lower your offense, which is really useless because you have 3 party members, and lowering the offense of one of them isn't really going to do anything when you have 2 other party members that are going to bash the violent roach and get rid of it in the same turn anyways. Violent roaches are really not a threat, and you may have noticed that the music has changed, and once we step outside it'll get a bit louder. No, this isn't the exit. This is the exit. Welcome to Saturn Valley. This area is really fun, and we can see this guy. We feel groove! Hi-ho! Me, Mr. Saturn! This place all are Mr. Saturn. And that is right. Everyone here is a Mr. Saturn, these little creatures. Once upon a time, we were many, many. Every day slowly are less, less. Why? Boing! And there are a couple of buildings here. If we go into this one in the southeast, we can talk to Dr. Saturn, Zoom. And I can repair your body. Boing! Do you want me to operate on you? Ding! And no thank you. Are you KO? If you alright, that's great. Zoomer! That is a free hospital service, which is very useful, and perhaps even more useful is this building in the southwest, a free hotel with a phone. I'm going to use this. Do you want slumber? KO! And hopefully, working through the night, Jeff fixed the broken airgun to become the Magnum airgun. So, I will explain how Jeff fixing things works. So the first time you rest the night, Jeff has a 100% chance to fix something. And if Jeff has a 100% chance to fix something, then the next time he tries, he'll have a 25% chance. If he fails that 25% chance, then it'll become another 25% chance. But if he succeeds in a 25% chance, then the next time it will be 100%, and then it repeats. But this Magnum airgun is one of the items that can be equipped, and it'll give Jeff quite a bit more attack. So it's pretty useful. I wish we could have fixed it earlier. And looking, Jeff has 17 IQ, which means I'm pretty sure he can fix one more thing. So I'm gonna just healthful and dandy. I'm going to enter and exit this hotel and just keep sleeping for a while, because that'll make sure that Jeff can fix the last thing that he can. Which he did not this time, which means hopefully he will next time. This is the most engaging type of content. It's called hotel entry. And he didn't fix it this time, so that's 2 times at a 25% chance it's failed. It's only 1 in 4. Let's see. He didn't fix it, so that's 3 times. It's only a 25% chance. It's not that rare. It should statistically happen this time. Yes, okay. Working through the night, Jeff fixed the broken iron to become the slime generator. So, the slime generator, what it does is, It will spray a sticky substance that stops the enemy from moving, can be used many times. It's technically useful, but I never find myself using it. I'm also going to call Mom, because... What's wrong? You sound so sad. Are you homesick? Well, I knew there would be days like this. It must make you feel better listening to your mom's sweet voice. So, do you feel any better? Well, I'd better get going. I'm in the middle of my ironing. Bye. So, now Ness is no longer homesick and will actually fight in battles, and I'm also going to save the game. We have now $3,000 in the bank, and are pretty close to leveling up, but I am going to save the game, because now that we've made it to Saturn Valley, a pretty peaceful location at the moment, we can end the video. This has been HyperSonicspeedGrov, the Grov as in the Pokémon Grovyle, and I'll see you in the next episode.